If you guys have any coins, let me know and I'll put them in the queue, or at least in the list, I should say. If you guys are new, make sure to hit that follow button. We go live every day at 6 p.m. Central Time except Sunday, so. How's it going, Henry? And how's it going, Don? We're going to get started here in just a few seconds. Appreciate the share. All right, we're gonna get started here a little bit early today, guys, because I have to go by 6:15 or maybe even earlier. So let's look at Bitcoin on the 15-minute chart. Right now on the 15-minute chart, it is another buy, but right now all day it's been pretty choppy. You guys can kind of see that as I scroll over to the left. It's been choppy all day. The all-time high for Bitcoin is $52,730. If we can get above that, I think 53K would be next. Obviously, that's only a few $100 away. And I do think $55,000 to $60,000 will definitely be the price of Bitcoin in less than 7 days. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. I did enter a trade at $52,000, I think. That was my average price. Or maybe it was, my average price was, no, I'm sorry. My average price was $51,965. So I do believe Bitcoin will go up in the short term. Let's go over to the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart. So the MACD is sitting neutral right here. When the MACD crosses to the upside, that's bullish, and vice versa. Right now the blue line is going back down, so that's neutral. RSI is at 65, so that's fine. The 6-hour chart for Bitcoin, it's still a buy signal according to my buy and sell indicator. That's what the green line indicates. MACD is actually neutral. RSI is at 65. So I think right now, maybe for the next few hours, we just cool off on Bitcoin, just chill between 51,500 and 52,000. It's kind of looking like what we're trying to do. Maybe in the last few days, we've been going up relatively fast, at least for Bitcoin. So I wouldn't be surprised if we chill for the next day or two, but right below $52,000. That's completely fine by me. We are up about 15% for this week. Maybe it's a little bit more. So that's kind of what I'm looking for Bitcoin. I am in the Bitcoin trade. And I believe $55,000 in less than a week, probably much faster, will happen quite easily on Bitcoin. That's just what my prediction is. Another trade I did take today is this trade. I got in around $1.18 on REN. The 15-minute chart for REN is actually a little bit bullish on the MACD. RSI is almost overbought at 71. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. I mean, this is what the 4-hour chart, that candle is pretty huge. It went from $1, just around $1, to $1.20. So that was a 20% increase in like an hour or so. It is the 4-hour candle, but quite fast it went up. So you got the buy signal before that happened. You got the buy signal right down here around, actually, you got the buy signal down here at 72 cents the other day when we dipped that far below, and ever since it's been a buy. So if you just held on, you would have almost doubled your money. Not quite doubled it. You'd be up 60% on your money. RSI on the 4-hour chart is at 67, so it's bought. MACD is bullish a little bit. MACD is a little bullish. You can see the blue line is actually, and after that spike up, the MACD went straight up, if you guys can see that. Let's go to the 6-hour chart. 6-hour chart is definitely still a buy. RSI is at 65, so that is, that's what that is right there. That's bought, I would say. And then you have the MACD that's going straight up again. So looking pretty good for REN. If we go down to the 15-minute time frame, in the short term, the MACD is still bullish. RSI is overbought, though, at 71, or almost overbought. But I still think we maybe chill around $1.20 for a few hours before we continue higher, because all the time frames, at least on the MACD, is looking bullish. The only thing that would be slowing us down maybe is the RSI, which is around 70 on some of the time frames. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for Ren. I do see more upside in Ren in the short term. Another coin I see more upside in is GRT. Appreciate the fire. Yeah, so let's go look at GRT. Just so you guys know, I do have to end this around 6:15 today, so I have about 17 more minutes. But anyways, this is what GRT is looking like. I do hold a lot of GRT long term. Right now we're sitting at $2.28 on GRT. And our next resistance would be, if we can get above $2.30, would be around, I do have that at 240. I think that's going to be closer to 260. Well, I guess we have resistance at 240, but it's not strong resistance. And I do know, I think my chart got deleted earlier today because I know there's resistance also at 290. That was all-time highs for GRT a few days ago, so there's resistance there. And then if you can get about $3 on GRT, then it's going to be price discovery, and that's going to be really good. So let's go into the smaller time frames and let's look at the MACD and all that fun stuff. So the 15-minute chart, RSI is at 55, so that's looking beautiful. It's neutral at 55. MACD is neutral. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart is starting to be bullish on the MACD. RSI is neutral at 59. 4 hour chart, trying to go relatively fast so we can get through all the coins. MACD is bullish. You see it's coming up here a little bit. Oh, it just changed a little bit, so that's good. Looking good on the MACD for GRT on the 4 hour. RSI is at 57, 58. And the 6 hour chart, lastly, is looking good. RSI is still below 60. Love to see it. And you can see right here, there's no red, there's really no green. We are neutral on the MACD as well. So it's looking like that's actually trying to come up here, because you see it was dark red and now it's coming back up here. It's looking like that wants to come back up. If that does, that's a very bullish for GRT. I think GRT and Ren are two trades you could get into right now and you'd probably be up quite a bit on your mind tomorrow, or at least within a day or two. Not financial advice, but that's just kind of what I'm seeing on the charts. So I think both coins right now have a lot of potential to the upside. So GRT was a coin we wanted to look at. Unicoin was next. And I'm looking at everything via Coinbase, so looks like the all-time high for Uni is basically $24. At least according to Coinbase and TradingView. It is a sell right now on the 6 hour. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. Never went back down. 15-minute chart is a buy. It's been choppy all day, but it is a buy on the 15-minute chart. RSI is at 55. MACD is neutral. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, MACD is neutral. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. MACD is neutral again. RSI is at 53, neutral. It is a sell on the 1 hour, so be careful, guys. There's probably better trading entries like Ren and GRT right now than Uni, because Uni does not look good on the bigger time frames. It's a sell indicator on the 4 hour. MACD is, if I zoom in with this, MACD is bullish on the 4 hour chart, so that's interesting. But it is a sell indicator, so right now I would say if this breaks about $23, that'd be price discovery, and then you would take a breakout trade there. But right now, I wouldn't. Also because you have resistance at 2150 is what I see. Let's go to the 6 hour chart to wrap things up. 6 hour is still a sell. RSI though is at 53, so that looks really good. And the MACD is a little bit bullish. But overall, I would say Uni is probably not a buy. If you want to take a breakout trade on Uni, take it at, $24 would be the breakout trade on Uni. And then, did someone say anything else? NXTD. What do I think about NXTD? I don't know what it is. NXTD. It's a stock, I'm assuming. I think we looked at this because I have indicators saying we did. So I said we had supported around $1.25. A little bit of resistance at around 350. 345, 350. The wick got us up to 368 actually. So around 350 you have resistance. They're sitting at 250. If we go to the 4 hour chart, because this is the 6 hour chart, the 4 hour chart, MACD is starting to come back down. It is still bullish, but it's coming back down, so be careful. Our size at 55. And you do have a buy indicator still on the 4 hour chart. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. It's a sell indicator now in the 1 hour chart, so it is coming back down. MACD is definitely turning bearish right here. You see it's going below the red line. Just to keep the term simple, it's coming back down. RSI is at 50. RSI looks good, but everything else is not looking good. 15-minute chart is a sell indicator. It's been choppy all day. You guys can kind of see that. It's a buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. MACD is neutral, it's coming into the bearish zone, and RSI is at 42. So on the small time frames, the RSI looks beautiful, but the MACD and everything else does not look beautiful. Again, NXTD right now is not a buy, I would say, but if we go out to the macro time frames like the daily chart, it's in the long term it's a buy. You see that we have that huge wick up on the daily chart at 350. So right now I wouldn't be surprised if it came back down. If we go to this 15-minute chart, let's see where we have support. We're going to have a little bit of support around $2. So there's more support at $2. That's what I'm seeing on XTD. I don't know anything about it fundamentally. I don't know what the stock is, but that's where you see support and resistance. And last one we have is XRP. We'll do Bitfinex. I think Bitfinex will work. That's what I've been doing in the past, ever since Coinbase delisted it. 15-minute chart is a sell. You have support at 46 cents, resistance at 69.70 cents. You're sitting at 54 cents. That's kind of what I'm seeing on that. Is a sell. And on the 1 hour chart, MACD is coming bearish. RSI is at 44, which is good. But honestly, I just think until the lawsuit's over, this could be a little bit of a risky play. I think if the Ripple wins the lawsuit, it would be fine. But right now, it's a risky play, in my opinion. That's why I convert all of my XRP to XLM. Let's go to the 4 hour chart. 4 hour chart is a sell. MACD neutral, RSI at 45. 6 hour chart, it's a sell. MACD bearish a little bit, almost neutral but bearish. It's coming back below that orange line, which is bearish. You see these red. Hopefully I can zoom in a little bit. It's trying to be neutral. I'd say it's more neutral than bearish. And RSI is at 48. This is not a buy right now. If you want to wait for this to be a buy, if it comes back down, put a buy order around 46 cents, that'd be a great time to hopefully get a bounce and maybe target 69 cents again. Are there any other coin requests that you guys have? Otherwise, I'll go back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin sitting at $51,600. I did take a Bitcoin long at $51,000, basically $52,000. It's going back down. That's what we did earlier today as well. We came back down here, this little wick, if you guys can see that. They want to do that. If we want to zoom in, you get that little wick come down, you bounce back up. You got rejected off of $52,200, and now you're coming back down. RSI is at 63 for Bitcoin on the 4 hour chart, and MACD is neutral, I think. Yeah, MACD is neutral. So that's kind of what I'm looking at with Bitcoin. Like I said, I think we're chopping around between $51,000 and $52,000 for the next day or so. But I do think in the long term, Bitcoin's a buy. And if you can get Bitcoin at $51,000 or $50,000, I think that's going to be an absolutely great buy, because I think we go to 60K or more before we see any sort of major correction. Can XRP hit 55 cents? I would think that's only 2 cents away, so it's definitely possible, or 3 cents away, or 2 cents away, I should say. But I think it's more likely we retest 46 cents, get a bounce here, and then target 69 or 70 cents. The only problem I have with XRP, let's go to the 6 hour. Yeah, this is a 6 hour chart. Is overall, this is a higher high. Actually, no, because we had a 90 cents a few months ago. So this is in the long term a lower high. You got another lower high here. It's not looking too good on XRP. So like I said, I think you see 46 cents before anything else. I could be wrong, not financial advice, but I think you see 46 cents before you see 70 cents. If you can get it around 47 cents, that could be a great swing trade to 70 cents. But it's kind of what I'm seeing. Until the lawsuit's over, I don't see this breaking $1. I could be wrong, but I just don't see it happening. And if they lose a lawsuit, well, that could be really bad for Ripple. At least the price action would be very bad. That's what I'm seeing on Ripple, though. Matic. I don't think I've ever looked at Matic. I don't know what this is. We'll look at the 6 hour. Actually, I'm going to look at the daily chart. Is this a brand new? No, it's not. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to look at the support and resistance. I don't know how new this coin is or what this is, but just give me a second. That bounced there at basically 10 cents, 9 cents, 9.9 cents. So 10 cents is support. And then your next support that I see, because you went up so fast, would be 4.5 cents. So let's go to the small time frames, like the 6-hour chart. Yeah, this is what the 6-hour chart is. It's still a buy on the 6-hour chart. MACD is a little bit bullish. RSI is at 59. 4-hour chart is a buy now on the 4-hour chart. So you're actually basically all-time highs. If I'm all-time highs is all-time highs is 14.7 cents is what I have on here. MACD is bullish. MACD is very bullish right now on the 4-hour chart, and RSI is at 60. So that's looking good. 1-hour chart is a buy. MACD on this time frame is a little bit bearish. You see the red there, that means it's bearish and not good. RSI is at 51. 15-minute chart to wrap things up. It's a sell. It's choppy. It's been choppy relatively all day like some other coins. So I think the top coins right now to buy would be REN and GRT for a swing trade. But yeah, right now this is a sell. Just printed a new sell signal on the 15-minute chart. MACD is neutral on the 15-minute chart, so it's choppy. Like I said, it's been choppy all day. And RSI is at 45, almost oversold. But right now it's just sold at 45. If you can break all-time highs, take a breakout trade. I would say around, let me go back to the 6-hour chart. Actually, your breakout trade would be around 15 cents. If you break 15 cents, which I know is a ways away, but if you do, that would be a time for a breakout trade. Otherwise, I would be looking to test 10 cents as support. So either take a breakout trade 15 cents or take a trade at support around 10 cents. That's what I'd be looking for MAG right now in the short term. It doesn't look like an absolute buy. This 6-hour chart is starting to be a little more bullish on the MACD, but like I said, I wouldn't take a trade on this until 10 cents at support or 15 cents for a breakout trade if you guys want to be safe trading this coin. That's all I got. Thank you guys for joining. I will be back live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time. I will not be live from the 26th, 27th of this month until like the 5th or 6th of March because I'm going to be on vacation. But I'll still make it like TikTok videos. I'll try to still make 1 or 2 TikTok videos a day and update you guys on the market. And I'll still be active in my Telegram group. And the link for that is in my Patreon, which is in the TikTok description below. But thank you guys for joining. I think Bitcoin's going to be chopping around between 51,000 and 52,000 for the next few hours at least. It needs to just relax a little bit on the RSI. Not on the RSI, on the MACD, I should say. But that's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you guys for joining. Have a good one. I will see you guys tomorrow.